You may notice a bright red sign lighting up the Rochester skyline tonight. That's because the Kahler Grand Hotel's well-known marquee has sparked to life once again following a relighting ceremony to celebrate new renovations. KIMT News 3's Brandon Cote is joining us live to showcase the work that started last spring and was unveiled tonight. Brandon.
Yeah, Jess, I definitely noticed it on my drive here all the way to the Center Street parking ramp, which is giving a fantastic view of the new sign. But let me give you a closer look of what the sign looks like. Now, it is a three-sided sign, but earlier I spoke with one of the members of the Kahler Hospitality Group, and he tells me it took 1,000 feet of LED lights to light all three sides. Now, Jess, that is almost the length of 3 football fields. And also earlier today, I spoke with many people from Mayo Clinic visitors traveling to town for treatment to Rochester residents, and many of them seem to be dazzled by the new bright lights.
Oh man, it's so exciting. I'm so happy.
The Kahler Grand Hotel's iconic sign made a resplendent return to the Rochester skyline tonight.
I think it's really cool.
After renovations began last April, the sign has sparked to life with new LED lights.
I think it's great, especially being something that's here and not having it for a while. So I think it's awesome.
You don't really see that in Kansas either, so this is I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
The original structure debuted in 1971, in which the hotel says makes it a historical part of Rochester.
And what a great thing it is to preserve a piece of history like that.
A lot of people can look at it and think about how Rochester got funded or the history of Mayo Clinic in general.
When you stay there, you can really feel the historical vibes.
A Mayo Clinic student tells me the sign is like a light bulb for education. Its proximity near the healthcare system allowing students to learn and grow.
It mostly means an opportunity for a lot of us students in the graduate school to stay there when needed, or they offer spaces for us to kind of use.
A mother and daughter who say they've stayed at the Kahler a half a dozen times while receiving treatment at Mayo Clinic believe the hotel now allows visitors to remember the city's not-so-distant past while shining a light on its future.
It makes you feel more connected to the space and everybody who's come before us. So the fact that they're bringing some more vintage aesthetics to downtown, I just don't think you can go wrong with vintage.
Now, restoring the sign is part of the hotel's $50 million transformation of the building. The hotel is also renovating banquet and meeting spaces. Plus, they are creating a new museum, and it's going to be built and set up in the lobby of the hotel, which will also be showcasing one of the original letters from the sign when it was built back in 1971. Live in Rochester, Brandon Cote, KIMT News 3.
Thank you, Brandon. So fun to see both visitors and our own community get excited about that sign. The Kahler expects all of the hotel renovations to wrap up by the spring of next year.